Hey, what's up, bootstrappers? There's a car behind me. Let's see if they're gonna go or not. Yeah, they're gonna go, which is all good. So, okay, what's up? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another Motivational Monday. So, all right, people play differently when the score is being counted. All right, so what do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. You know, have you ever played like a game of pickup or whatever? If you're just going around shooting and stuff like that, like, what's the point? It's when you actually start to keep score that you actually start to step up your game. And what happens is, in this game, if you don't know what your score is and you don't have a scorecard, then how do you know if you're winning or if you're losing? And you have to be winning in this game, and if you want to survive. And so what I mean by that is, what are you tracking daily on a daily basis? What are you looking at as far as numbers? How do you know if today was a win or not? That's what I mean. Because when you keep score, you're going to play different. You're going to play to win. You're going to play to keep. And so what are some of the things that you should be keeping score of every single day in this business? Well, for me, it's the number of outbound conversations that I'm having. Phone calls with sellers, network partners, things like that. Like, what did I do to go ahead and move the needle to get a deal done? So those are things that I keep track of. On a weekly basis, I'm looking at how many conversations am I having with sellers? How many appointments am I going on? How many offers am I making? How many of those offers are accepted? And of course, how many of those actually close? Those are my numbers that I track on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And I look back over my numbers to see if I'm actually within the range that I feel that is a comfortable range for me. And so I can tell you this, that if you're not making phone calls every single day, or if you're not knocking on doors, or you're not doing something, whether it's outbound text or emails or something, Facebook Messenger, I do all of those things to get a deal, you're not winning. And you got to ask yourself, what are you doing? And so that's what happens when people are not keeping score, when they're not keeping track of their activities, when they're not looking at whether or not they're moving the needle forward or backward. That's when they start to lose, and they go, man, I've been doing all these things. I've been spinning my wheels, and I'm not getting anything done. Well, let's look at your activities. What are you actually doing? Well, come to find out, you're probably doing very little when it comes to your actual, time spent investing in yourself and in this business. And it's very easy to get lost doing the, getting ready to get ready. I recently brought on a new kid. He's a kid. He's like 18 years old. Wants to learn this business. And it's funny because he's the second person within a week of me doing this. Excuse me. All right. That I've seen this pattern in. So I gave two people lists, completely different lists that I wanted them to go after. These are lists that I've identified the property, and I have earmarked these as highly probable that there's a deal there. And what I wanted them to do was either the skip trace or go and knock on those doors. And it wasn't like a crazy list. It was like, one person I gave, it was a very manageable list. Anyway, both of them told me when I followed up with them 3 days later, oh, I'm just getting ready to do it right now. I'm like, what have you done for the last 2 days? Well, it was all scattered all over the city, so I needed to organize them by zip code and make sure that they were in the right area and stuff like that. I'm like, well, are you going driving? Well, no, I'm not going to go drive. Well, then why did you need to do that? Well, I just needed it in my mind because I couldn't think clearly because it was all scattered all over the city. And I'm like, dude, you're just doing busy work. You're getting ready to get ready. You're not even just like, for me, like if that was me, and I was like, man, I gotta get a deal, man. And this guy goes, hey, here's a list of people that I know that are gonna, that they're ready to go. I would have been all on that list, man. I would have called them up like the first day and started like, hey, what's going on? This is Ryan. I'm looking to buy a house in your area. Can you help me out here? Or whatever, And that was the whole thing. It's like, come on, man. Stop getting ready. Keep track of your stuff. So I said, okay, so how many hours have you put it into this? Like, I don't know, about 4 or 5. I'm like, 5 hours, man. You could have been already 5 hours ahead on all these phone calls. You could have been done already. You might have even had a deal in your hand. You might even have an appointment already. So that's the whole thing, is like, when you're not keeping track of what really matters and you're not keeping score, you're going to do activities that don't really move the needle, that don't really move you forward, that don't really get you closer to your goal. And the goal in this business is to make money. And so if you're not making money, then obviously, what are you doing? So get out there, keep track, make sure that you're playing to win, and you're keeping track of your activities so that you actually know whether or not you're moving forward or not. Because if you're not keeping track of this stuff, I guarantee you will find opportunities to just slack off and not do the work that's needed when you don't want to do the work. That's what this is all about. It's about doing the work that you don't want to do, that you know you need to do at the highest level in order to get the exercise, in order to get the results that you're looking for in this business. And the result is a paycheck, man. So, all right, I'm Ryan Nickel. Enough of that. I'm out of here. See y'all. Just remember, guys, you're one deal away from changing your entire financial future. And the way you get that deal is by doing this work. All right, peace.